That's right, because I turned the what's the name off. Hold on, let me do this real quick. There we go. All right. All right. Boy, it's one of them days I was not trying to get out the bed, boy. Had an eventful weekend. What's up, Josh? Had an eventful weekend. Like I said, one in the chat if y'all can hear me. Make sure I'm coming through this mic. I need a new lavalier mic set. I do not like this mic set. There we go. Now I can fucking see shit. Boom. One more time. One in the chat if you can hear me before I start. I don't want to be talking and y'all niggas don't hear nothing. Y'all just see trees and shit. Anyway, what's going on, everybody? Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Cannon Hotep back at it again with another one. How's everybody feeling this morning? Like I said, it's been a long, eventful weekend, boy. Eventful weekend. Y'all hung out with me for a little bit on the money mission. Me and my homeboy Mason, Brandon Mason, we went and knocked out a boat. One day I'm going to just let that shit run while we fucking destroy a boat. But I ain't know how long we was going to be on that shit. Am I ready for the grifty? There we go. I don't know what the fuck going on with this. I'm ready for the grifties. Question is, are you guys ready for the grifties? Everybody got their tickets? Everybody get their tickets to the grifties? It's supposed to rain today? I thought it wasn't supposed to rain today. Anyway, everybody got their tickets for the grifties. I can't wait. I can't wait. It's almost here, guys. Grifties is around the corner. It's going to be a fun time. It's going to be a fantastic time, guys. Oh, my goodness gracious. Stack up a little paper so I can go down there and have a good time. We try to all go hang out and shit, Friday night. If people get there Friday night, I don't know what we're going to do. I think he was talking about like maybe going to like Capitol Grill or something like that, but that might be too bougie for some of y'all niggas. You know what I mean? So we'll go to the next best thing, which is fine dining, up there at Texas Roadhouse. I'm pretty sure there's a Texas Roadhouse like in that area. I'm almost certain I saw a Texas Roadhouse in that area. I like me a good steak and some fucking blooming onion. You know how it is. You just booked your hotel? Oh, you gotta book the hotel. Okay. I think what we staying at the Hyatt Whippany? I think it is. That's where we staying at. But yeah, get that hotel booked, yo. Get that hotel booked. It's gonna be a good time. I can't wait. I already got my hotel booked. It's gonna be a nice little ride up there. It'll be a nice little ride up there. I can't wait. Like we got Mars Torre supposed to be in the building. We got Nerd coming back in the building. We got Sunny back in the building. I don't know if Shane Cash was coming this time. If he do, that'd be dope. Hopefully HJ wrap his fucking monologue up so we can all go have fun downstairs, drink and be merry. That nigga talked so much last year that they closed the club on us and shit. Yeah, I seen that the airport lines are starting to return to normal in some places, and some places are still kind of fucked up. One guy was showing the airport lines here in Baltimore like a couple of days ago. They were still kind of fucked up. But that's because of the dickhead Wes Moore. Like, he don't want to allow ICE to do shit, which is crazy. But at the same time, they don't want to do nothing about the lines when it's easy. It's easy. I gave them the plan. I gave these goofy niggas the plan. I'm gonna make a video about it today. I gave these goofy niggas the plan. You don't want ICE in there? All right, cool. Then take your fucking port police. Take your MPA police or your MDTA police or your state police. Take the cadets and put their asses on them fucking TSA lines. Simple as that. Put their asses on them TSA lines. Period. That's how that shit works. It's a simple fucking solution. A simple fucking solution. They real law enforcement. TSA ain't shit, but a bunch of fucking potheads that work at the airport. That's all TSA is. TSA is a bunch of fucking potheads that work at the fucking airport. Some of them take their job seriously, but a lot of them don't. The ones that take their job seriously at TSA is the ones that got them $10,000 checks from the government after the shutdown was over the last time. But some niggas that like, nah, and I don't even blame them for real. It's like, yo, I got kids to feed, right? I already don't make a whole lot, and now y'all niggas just gonna take my job for some political shit. But that's all you gotta do. For a temporary time, you take your cadets from all of those police agencies, those state police agencies, right? Because the Maryland State Police, the MDTA Police, the MPA Police, they're all state agencies. You put them on them TSA lines, and all they doing is fucking screening. That's it. I'm sure you got enough people that's in the TSA, working TSA, that can give them a little crash course while they there. All you gotta do is just stand right here. They're gonna walk through here. And then you like, all right, you gonna tell these niggas to put this shit in their basket, blah, blah, blah. It's simple shit. It's simple shit. They do that shit at the port at the cruise terminal all the time. It'd be thousands of people. I know it ain't as many as the airport, but it'd be thousands of people coming through that motherfucking cruise terminal every fucking cruise. And the little crew that they got knocked that shit out efficiently. They not even TSA. They did like Allied Universal or some shit. I swear, I can't stand niggas, yo. Niggas just drop like dickheads. Niggas swear they NASCAR drivers. That's how accidents happen. Somebody hit their brakes and stopped short. It's a whole fucking pile up. Anyway. That too. There you go. Like I just said, you right. You right, Bucci. Well, stop. We don't need TSA. I just gave y'all the solution. You don't even need a TSA. There's your solution. There's your state solution. You got enough police to do that shit. You already got your MDTA police already at the airport. There's your security. You don't even really need the TSA. Provided solution. It's really not that hard. The fuck TSA gonna stop if some shit really go down? Not a goddamn thing. The niggas gonna be running with everybody else. You got a bomb. Them niggas gonna be out too. They ain't stopping nothing. They hauling ass, nigga. Make it a training requirement. Yeah, what's up, Philly Greg? Out there, if I was the governor, I'd be like, yo, I need my police officer. I need y'all to take them cadets, put them at the TSA thing for right now. Send them to the airport. I need them down. I need you to take move some of the transit police from the fucking train from the MTA train station, the commuter train station, and send them to Penn Station and the bus depot. And that's it. That's fucking it. It's not hard. They just make shit sound hard so they make like their job is so. Man, listen, I could run Maryland and I could run the city of Baltimore. It's not that hard. My first thing on the docket, or the first thing that I would solve is these fucking potholes. My first rule of business would be these fucking potholes. I'd be like, I need you to send me all the emails where all these fucked up potholes is, and I'm gonna get crews out there, bitch, shaving and paving. I remember there was a story. We covered the story on this channel a few years ago. It was a kid here. Was it here? Yeah, I think it was here. It was either here or somewhere. Was it here or Ohio? I can't remember. There was a kid that was doing it himself. There was a kid that was his grandfather or somebody was taking him to Home Depot. He was buying asphalt, and that nigga was filling potholes in his neighborhood, like a 10-year-old kid. To the point where I think like a local Home Depot or Lowe's started sponsoring him so he could do it. And there was like some spotlight on him. And I'm like, this is a fucking shame. This 10-year-old kid out here doing what the fucking government should be doing. He was doing it on his own dime. And, eventually one of the companies, they pitched in or whatever. But I'm like, yo, this is what you hire these niggas for. Them work crews that HA said he was on, and all they did was sleep all fucking day and do nothing. And then toward the end of the day, they start trying to do some shit. That's what you hired them for. You go around and you fill fucking potholes. It's just that simple. It's that simple. Like, we already know there's so many videos, especially here in Maryland or Baltimore, we show you where them potholes is. We tell you where the streets is. Yo, avoid these streets. These potholes will take your fucking car's life. You send somebody there and you fill them bitches. You either got to use some concrete or you got to use asphalt. That should keep your workers working. I show y'all that shit all the time when I'm going to work, when I'm coming down Bronin Highway. Bronin Highway, there's so much money coming down Bronin Highway in terms of fucking roll-on, roll-off trucks and shit like that as far as commerce, that Bronin Highway should not look the way it looked. But they don't give a shit. They do not care, yo. They care about, standing in Trump's way and fucking social justice problems. Not my fucking shocks and struts and fucking tires and rims and shit. It is money to be made on it. Yeah, we didn't have TSA before 9/11. We had fucking just regular fucking airport security. We had the fucking state police people. Yeah, listen, if it was me, bro, let's get these potholes under control. Next rule of business, we're going to lower it. That's another thing. So now they want to crack down on the people. Like, man, I made a video because I was tired, because I always associate Virginia plates in Baltimore with these little YNs that be driving like dickheads. They always got Virginia plates on like an Altima or a Honda Accord or some shit like that. And I be fucking mad because these niggas, they be out here just reckless. I'm like, yo, stop letting these niggas get big plates. But now I understand why motherfuckers go to Virginia. I know some people that got Virginia plates that's good, upstanding citizens that don't act a fool. Maryland costs too much. Maryland's the cost to renew your fucking license plates in Maryland is ridiculous, yo. That's another thing I do. Yo, we gotta reduce the cost of renewing your people's cars. That's crazy. It shouldn't cost me almost $1,000 to renew 3 cars, yo. $1,000 to renew 3 cars is crazy. That's nuts for 2 years, and they know they some pieces of shit for. I don't feel like racing today. They knew there's some shit, right? They know there's some shit because they give you a payment plan to help you pay that shit. Yeah, nigga, this nigga out here horsing. I'm like, nigga, gas costs too much to be out here racing, nigga. You crazy. Nigga, and it's fucking Challenger, and it's just slow. It's just a regular ass Hemi. Niggas be thinking they got some shit, right, with Hemis of Challengers. Them bitches weigh 4,000 pounds. I was trying to explain this to my father one day. Them fucking cars weigh 4,000 pounds. He's like, I got 480 horsepower in this Challenger's SRT. I said, yeah, but my car weighs 1,000 pounds less and I'm boosted. I'm gonna walk you the fuck down. You might catch me on the fucking takeoff, but when this fucking boost hit, I'm gonna walk you down after your 3rd gear. And I'm just gonna keep fucking stretching you. Pause. You just wasting gas. You're fucking racing, nigga. My car's in fucking... I'm not even in sport mode out this bitch. Gas costs so much. Yeah, I know it's the trucks that be doing it, but you still gotta keep that shit up. You feel me? Yeah, yo, they got payment plans, yo. Shit is crazy. Shit is crazy, yo, for 2 years. Or you could do 1 year, but it's like, most of these other states don't got that. The states that be like, it's states that it's a one-time registration fee for your car, and that's a wrap. And then you got some states where you register for 2 years, it's like fucking $75. Like, that's doable. Like, that's fucking great. Maryland, no, they want to fucking tax the shit out of you because we broke. We fucking broke. They want to tax the shit out of niggas because we fucking broke. That's the only reason, yo. They want to tax niggas because we broke. So what they do, they probably can't afford to hire niggas to fill these fucking potholes because we broke. You doing all this, yo, they've been doing, look at this shit. You see these Jersey walls? They've been doing construction on this fucking stretch of beltway for the last 20 years, okay? For the last 20 fucking years, they've been doing the same fucking construction. Notice you see no fucking trucks, no construction workers, no nothing. Nothing. But I guarantee at the top of this bitch, it'll be a fucking speed camera. It'll be a fucking camera. And then they lower this shit to 45 mile an hour in rush hour. Rush hour traffic, they lower this shit to 45 miles per hour. Because they know niggas is doing 55 miles per hour, 60 miles per hour to keep the flow of traffic. The sign over there say 55, but they'll have that, and then they'll catch niggas slipping and send them a $120 fucking speeding bill. Because they pieces of shit in Maryland, yo. Westmore ain't shit. He a fucking boy. So is Brandon Scott. He did that shit on 83. Let's lower the speed limit so we can get more revenue. That's on. And this they go from this way, go back the other way too, all the way down, and then they got speed cameras set up so they can catch niggas slipping. That's why I keep telling my wife I'm trying to get the fuck out of here. I don't want to stay here in Maryland. I want to go. My daughter about to go to college this year. Like, let's fucking leave. Let's sell a house and move somewhere where it's a fucking red state for one. Two, it's affordable. I'm saying Oklahoma. She like, we ain't gotta go there. We can go down south. We can go move down to Savannah by protocol and buy a nice ass fucking house somewhere. And we can move down there to Georgia. Why not? We can go to South Carolina. You know what I mean? Go to North Carolina. Shit. Shout out to Rudy. Got that hustling. Rudy said he got a little bit of land we can buy from him and fucking build on that bitch. I'm dead fucking serious, yo. I'm gonna buy me a plot of land and put a barn dominium on that motherfucker. Like, this is go. She worried about family and shit. I'm like, yo, them niggas know how to travel. We can fly back every now and again. Like, why you letting that shit hamstring? It's an excuse. Tennessee ain't got no state tax. I wouldn't mind Tennessee. I'm trying to get the fuck out of here. And Virginia would have been a viable option, but now they fucked up in the game. Dumbass niggas want to vote for the white girl because they the black girl Republican. I do a video telling these. Yeah. Go on in the chat if y'all can hear me. My son calling in and shit. Dad, why didn't you charge my phone? Like, nah, nigga, why didn't you charge your phone? But I was nice about it. I was like, oh, I forgot, bud. I'm sorry. These kids be lazy, yo. Now, I don't know if it's happening anywhere else, for real, but now they trying to pass a law. I think it's here. I know it passed in here in Maryland. And I'm all for this shit. They're passing a law that kids can't have their phones in school. And I'm all for it. You got some parents out this bitch, oh, why my baby can't have a phone? Like, no, your baby can have his phone in school. Tell this nigga to put it in his book bag and don't touch it unless there's an emergency. Like, why is this I don't even understand why they allow them to have fucking phones in school. Look at this shit, look at this shit. See if I can't get it. Look, you see that shit, 45 miles an hour. 45 miles per hour is the speed limit on a fucking highway. 45 miles per hour is the speed limit on the fucking highway, and there's no construction happening. None. Fines higher when flashing. There's no construction happening. There's never any construction happening. It's so much so that you see fucking weeds growing over in the construction zone. All this stretch, right? This is the first trucks I've seen over here on the left-hand side, if you can see it. That's the first trucks I've seen over here on the left-hand side. That's it. Them trucks, that's the first time I've seen some shit. Shit crazy. Anyway. I don't understand why they letting these kids have phones in school in the first place. We couldn't do that shit. I kept my cell phone in the backpack. And I grew up in an era where we ain't have all this fancy shit. I had a Nextel. I mean a Nextel i1000, I think it was. I had one of those flip phone joints. That shit was in my bag on silent. Look. I can't even, I passed it already. Fucking speed camera truck just sitting there and fucking taking pictures of the niggas. But, yeah. I-95, my nigga. Like, what am I talking about? So I had an I-1000. That shit stayed in my book bag. It was on silent unless I needed it. And the only reason I had it on me was after school, chirp the homies, or if I had asked my father for something to do some, if I could do some shit or whatever. You know what I mean? And that's back when we had minutes. We had motherfucking minutes, nigga. I'm lying. Everybody else had minutes. I had like an unlimited plan because my father's wife at the time worked for Nextel. So my shit was unlimited. I had unlimited minutes. No, I didn't. I'm lying. I had 1,000 minutes. I had 1,000 minutes or some shit like that. It was a family plan. So I think each person got 1,000 minutes, but we had unlimited chirp. That's what it was. 1,000 minutes, unlimited chirp. Anyway, so yeah, but we kept that shit in the what's the name? And if somebody was fucking with their phone in school, because you know them no kids and shit had the little games and shit. Remember that? What was that game? Caterpillar or Snake or whatever the fuck that game was. Remember that shit? They had them on the fucking no kids. People be fucking with the no kid phone and shit. They were getting took by the teacher and they got them back at the end of the day. I don't understand why kids is fucking got their phones. They ain't making them no smarter. Kids having their phones in school are making them no smarter. They're just as fucking stupid as they was when they went in. You would think having a smartphone in your hand, you would have fucking straight A's. No, they ain't got shit. They just out there doing TikToks in the middle of school and shit. That's going to fucking stop when that shit passed. You would think these kids would have straight A's. Straight A's, my nigga. If I had a smartphone that could tell me every fucking thing, nigga, it'd be no reason for people to fail. But these phones make them stupid because they can't think. The phone thinks for them. They can't think at all. Which is just sad. It's fucking sad. Kids can't fucking think to save their lives. Kids can't fucking think to save their lives, bro. It's fucking sad. Ask a kid to fucking solve a math problem and write that shit out. I need you to show your work. Remember, show your work? Do kids even got to show their work anymore? Do kids even got to show their work anymore? I remember my homeboy said his son would be sitting by the Alexa like, hey, Alexa, what's this? And then Alexa give him the answer. He just write that shit down. Kids can't show their work no more. Kids can't read. They just remember words. They remember what words look like. I grew up on the phonics method. You had to sound shit out. Kids can't even sound out words. The people's laughing at Cots and that, and I'm like, look at the time this nigga grew up, and the motherfuckers that's laughing at him probably can't read either. Probably can't sound shit out either. The fact that nigga was trying to sound it out was good. I ain't know it's supposed to rain today. Take them fucking phones from them so they can actually learn some shit. And parents need to be on board with it. Because you got parents that'll go there and cuss a teacher out because the teacher took their kid's phone. Like, no, your kid was being disruptive with that bitch when the teacher told him to put it away. Now you're defending their fucking deviant behavior, their fucking delinquent behavior, and disobeying an authority figure. I was watching a video on IG, this little bitch up there maced the teacher. First off, why you got maced in school, bitch? Maced the teacher because he took her phone. She maced the teacher because he took her phone, yo. We do need to go back to nights and minutes, especially on data. Limit data for motherfuckers, yo. The Abbott Elementary School is hilarious. I was watching Always Sunny in Philadelphia when they did the crossover. That shit was funny. What up, Noel? No cell phone, no Game Boy, yeah, no nothing. And we barely can have the Walkmans. We barely can have a Walkman in that bitch. Remember that shit? We barely can have a Walkman in that bitch, yo. Only time I can, like, every now and again the teacher be like, you can have your Walkman and you can listen to music while you work. That was it. Like, and that was in high school. And that was every now and again. Not every teacher was like that. You had to have your fucking skip protection. You had a Walkman with skip protection and shit. Remember that shit? You had to wait and hold that bitch so you had some skip protection. Don't even know how skip protection works, but it worked. But yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not against this fucking no cell phone in school policy. That shit should have never been a thing. Cell phones in school should have never been a fucking thing. You already gave these kids fucking laptops or whatever, Chromebooks. That should be enough for them to do what they need to do. They just got their phones in there just looking at fucking Instagram or doing reels and shit in the middle of class. Nah, snatch them niggas' phones, yo. Snatch them fucking phones from them little delinquent ass niggas. Oh, man. I'm just saying, yo. I mean, am I wrong in saying that shit? Some parents are the fucking problem. Teen takeovers. The fuck is that? That's what parents need to be going to goon hand their fucking kids up, embarrass the shit out of them. Teen takeovers. It was a fucking shooting at Arundel Mills Mall here this weekend. My sister said it while she was over the house. Like, I had a little cookout Saturday after I got finished with the boat. And she's like, oh, man. It was a shooting. It was a shooting at Arundel Mills. My father was like, what? I'm like, Dad, Arundel Mills it's not that great anymore. It used to be a really good mall. Now you got a bunch of YNs. It's so bad to the point where they stopped letting the little YNs. They stopped letting kids into the mall after a certain time. Like, if you ain't in the mall with your parent, you cannot come in the mall. Because these kids ruin everything nowadays. Remember back in the day, we would go to the mall, chill out, holler at some girls. You know what I mean? Every now and again, it might be a little fight in the mall or some shit or scuffle. But we was chilling. These kids go to the mall for smoke. That's all they do. They go to the mall for the smoke, yo. These kids is crazy. They go to the mall for the smoke. Hey, come on, yo. But apparently when I heard the story, though, we're probably going to talk about it later, too. When I heard the story, it was these little YNs was trying to fuck with this guy, trying to accost this guy. The guy shot one of them little niggas. And then they ran. And then the police chased the little niggas and caught them and arrested all three of them little fucking dickheads. So that's what actually happened. The guy was coming into the mall through Burlington Coat Factory. These three kids ran up on this nigga and was trying to fuck with him or try to ride. I don't know what they was trying to do. And he shot one of them little niggas right in the fucking wrist. And then they all ran and jumped in the car, and there was a police chase, and the police got them niggas. I'm like, good on that nigga. You should have shot all three of them. But then he had to go to jail because they was running, and he would have shot him in the back. But fuck it. Should have shot all three of them little bitches. So they know that real life consequences hurt. And sometimes it comes in the form of a fucking slug. That's why I be careful. I carry my shit wherever I go, yo. I carry my shit right in the run of mills too. And I hate going to the mall. I can't stand going to the mall. I only go to the mall when it's like, damn, they got the shoes down there. I'm in and out, my nigga. I'm in and out. I'm not fucking lingering. I'm not like, ooh, nah, I'm in and fucking out. The only time it fucking might linger in the malls if my daughter or my wife be like, oh, let me go here. I want to see if they got this. And I be hemming and hawing about that shit because I just want to get the fuck out. So fuck the mall like a mile around. I be hemming and hawing like, yo, I'm ready to fucking go. I want to get the fuck out of here. I want to get the fuck out of here. That's like, look, I got what I need. Or if it's like a restaurant, but the restaurants is like on the outside of the mall, or just at the entrances. Little kids ruin everything. Look at Houston. Look at the fucking spring break in Houston. Stupid shit. Acting up. We'll be shocked if it's some kind of fucking AIDS outbreak. Yo, I gotta fucking dodge fucking shit. I gotta fucking dodge potholes, my nigga. Dodge potholes. There's no reason this part of the fucking city, it shouldn't look like this. All these trucks that come through here, all this fucking commerce stuff, it shouldn't look like this. You should have a crew constantly just ready to fucking report here and fucking start paving shit over or filling potholes. Like, come on. Especially after like a snow and you have salt laid down and the salt trucks and the fucking plows that came through. Then you got your employees that come through this bitch. And they be fucking their cars up. You know what else is fucked up? When you work at the port and they still make you pay to come through the tunnel. That's some bullshit too. You work at the port and they make you come through the tunnel. No, they make you pay to come through the tunnel, which is crazy. Look at this shit, y'all. You can't bring nothing nice down this bitch. I would usually have my truck, but gas costs too much in that motherfucker. I gotta bring it Wednesday though, because before we got another boat for me to fuck with. So I'm gonna do that after work. Yeah, that's too much shit, yo. That teen takeover shit sound crazy. The Houston rodeo was a mess. It looked like it was a mess. Kids. it start with the parents. And to a certain degree, you can't really be upset with the kids, but you can, because at a certain age, they fucking know better. But the parents did a fucking piss poor job of getting them to that point, My father always said this. He said you got till about 12 years old to like really be an influence on a kid before they just start feeling themselves and not listening, right? And I think he got a point on that. These parents out here, they too busy trying to live their best life. Like, you ain't even raised your fucking kid, yo. You know, social media raised your kid. Fucking reality TV raised your kid. These rappers out this bitch raised your kid. You ain't do shit. All these, all these kids out here, kids is just a bunch of little cable guys. Remember the movie Cable Guy? We should watch that on the stream. We might watch that this weekend. Or this Wednesday. I might be late on Wednesday though. We might have start like around 9:30 for the movie night, because I've got to go get some bread. Okay, I gotta get some bread in this economy. Okay, but remember the movie Cable Guy? Chip Douglas. It's just Skin Steven. It's just Skin Steven. That nigga was raised by TV. His mother was always going out or doing whatever the fuck she was doing and raised that nigga by TV. Yeah, it's easy to just hand kids a tablet. Alright, like my son, he is itching to start working out and shit, man. This nigga gonna start working out today. The first workout we gonna do is finish cleaning this fucking garage. I got it like almost there. So we just gotta move a couple of things and then we can get in that bitch, get the mats cleaned up and shit, sweep it out, and then man, we gonna be in that bitch getting it every fucking day. Every day and night, because it's inside and we can just turn the lights on and shit. Put the dog right there so she can keep all the animals out. And then we gonna get it popping every fucking day. Let's go. That nigga got jujitsu today. Just getting him off the fucking PlayStation that I just fixed. Oh, I did fix the PlayStation, by the way. I was able to redistribute the liquid metal, and it was good to go. And I laid it horizontal, so I ain't had to worry about it no more. That shit took a while though. There's a lot of fucking screws. You ain't never seen Cable Guy, yo? Oh, we definitely gotta watch it tonight. What's up, Sauce? You ain't never seen Cable Guy? We gotta watch it Wednesday, man. Cable Guy Wednesday night, guys. The future is now. You can watch female mud wrestling on one channel, or play Mortal Kombat with your friend in Vietnam. Jim Carrey's a fucking fool, yo. But all these kids is a bunch of little fucking Chip Douglases. They a bunch of little cable guys. They have no identity of their own, so they take on the identity of anything that they pick up off social media or TV. Like I keep telling y'all about that Lupe Fiasco song. He just sits and listens to the people in the boxes. Everything he sees, he absorbs and adopts it. He mimics and he mocks it. Oh shit, with my fucking badge. Something I made it over. Oh, there we go. I know I just seen it. He mimics and he mocks it. Seen parts on. We're gonna watch it this Wednesday, yo. Be in there, yo. Cable Guy is fucking classic. It's one of them cult classics. One of them Culta-Cola classics. Oh man. What's up? Hey, yo, I'm about to pack y'all up. I need you to go to the airport, help them niggas out.
We're not going out.
They need it. But yeah, that's all these kids is. They need to take their phones and teach these kids critical thinking. They can't think with the phone. Like, we okay, right? Because we grew up in an era, a lot of us, not everybody. I know that some of y'all are still in y'all 20s and shit. But a lot of us who was born in the 80s and the early 90s, we grew up in both worlds. So we grew up learning how to critically think without a phone. Like, having like book reports, nigga. I had to go to the library. I couldn't go to the Internet of Things because it didn't really exist like that. I had to go to the library and use the Dewey Decimal System to find a book and then cite it. Who remember that shit? Who remember that shit? You need 3 sources. And then when the internet really did start to they had to learn none of it. These kids ain't had to learn none of that shit. They can just type the shit in their phone, ChatGPT. What's like that shit is like these kids, they gonna be oh my god. They take them phones from these kids, they gonna be fucking lost in the sauce. Oh my god, they ain't gonna do shit. Nigga, if civilization collapsed today, it just be a bunch of old niggas that survive. It'll just be a bunch of unks that survive, yo. No, they don't know the fucking Dewey Decimal System at all. Yo, the civilization collapsed. If the grid went down today, it'd be a bunch of fucking kids in the nut house. It'd be a bunch of depressed fucking kids not knowing what to do. Not knowing what to do. I need you to make that water potable. How you do that? I need you to sterilize the water. How you do that? Kids wouldn't even know how to sterilize water without a fucking phone, yo. Like, it's crazy. They need to take the phones from them. There should have never been a thing. Phones should have never been allowed in schools, period. Yeah, nothing but a mind control addiction. That's it. And take the phone. You'd rather see parents making videos. You ain't taking my baby phone. No. They ain't taking your baby phone, but tell your baby to leave his fucking phone in his fucking book bag until after school. Leave your phone in your book bag till after school. Don't touch that shit. If I get a call from the teacher, it's a problem. Yeah. you right, Sauce. Yep. It was like first you ain't had it, and then you could search it, but then you still had to go to that big ass fucking box in the middle of the fucking library and look that shit up and find out where the book was at. For those of you who don't know what the Dewey Decimal System is, go look that shit up. Yeah, I need a massage. My back is fucking tight. Shit is wild, yo. These kids be out here, man. Listen, this is a great step because now kids gonna really have to fucking pay attention. But then again, I don't know. Are these kids gonna be able to cope with not having their phones, or are these a bunch of fucking kids failing? How many kids gonna crash out because they're gonna try to pull their phone out because they don't want to fucking listen, and then they're gonna take their phone, and then they're gonna want to fucking fight the teacher, and then the fucking parent gonna come, and then the parent gonna fucking fight the teacher. That's the shit. It's the parent. It be the parents a lot of the times, bro. Don't touch my baby property. Why you take her phone? Cause she and this bitch listening to Cardi B and Sexy Red out loud while I'm trying to teach. Told her to put it away and she ain't listen. Yeah, the kids don't care about consequences because they have none. Microfiche? Goddamn. Goddamn, Greg. Microfiche. God, I don't even think I use microfiche. That's the shit they be having like the fucking news fucking clippings and shit. That's crazy. I don't think I ever had to do that shit. Microfiche is crazy. You had to pay to get it back? Nah, we just like, if like the teacher would take it one time, right? And then she'd give it back to you at the end of the day. You came back and got your phone at the end of the day. But if you got caught with it again, your parent had to come get that shit. So like, you got a warning the first time, come get your phone at the end of the day. Don't fucking bring it back in my class, or don't bring it out in class. You got caught with that shit again, your parent had to come get your fucking phone. And back then, it was a fucking problem if your parent had to come get your phone, because the parents was like, what the fuck is you doing? You ain't listening? Oh, you was born in 75? Oh, okay, yeah, all right, that makes sense then. Yeah, no, because like back then, parents like, yo, and I don't know if you're gonna get a warning from your parent. Some parents like, if I come with this bitch one more time because you ain't listening, because they didn't associate that shit with like, you know, why you got your phone out. They took that shit a step further. Why the fuck you ain't listening? You disrespectful? That's how parents looked at it back then. Your teacher told you not to have your phone out, and she had to take it from you because you wasn't listening. So now you're being disrespectful to the teachers, and that's what got you in trouble. It wasn't the fact that you had your phone out. It's the fact that you disrespected the fucking teacher while she was trying to teach your dumb ass, and you felt like you ain't had to listen. So now your parent jumping your ass. We don't got parents like that no more. Yeah, that's how it should have been, so you know what I mean? Like, that's just, but these parents out here be doing too much, bro. They don't do enough. They don't do enough. They be advocating for the kids in the wrong fucking way. That's what it really be. They be advocating for these fucking kids in the wrong fucking way. It's fucking ridiculous. Some parents will just leave that shit there to the end of the year. That's what they get though. Plus the parent had to worry about the kid going over all them fucking, because you know niggas would go over them in them fucking minutes. Nigga had 500 minutes on their phone. Them shit's gone in 2 weeks. Now a parent got paid. What was it, like 10 cents a minute? Was it 10 cents a minute? I think it was 10 cents a minute. Some phones, that's what it was with Nextel. If somebody called me, it didn't go against my minutes. If I called somebody, it went against my minutes. But if somebody called me, it went against my shit. So I would be like, I would call somebody's phone, let it ring a couple times, hang up, and then they would call me back, and then it'd be good. One of the things would have been different if we had social media and shit like that back in school, back in the early 2000s. Like I said, I graduated 2003. I graduated 2003. So, like, you know, like we kind of, it was like cell phones was really kind of hitting the scene when I was like coming up. Not mobile phones, cell phones. Mobile phones, them bitches, the car phones and shit. My father had a car phone in his fucking, in his Mustang. My father had a fucking 93 Mustang, red 93 Mustang with a car phone in that bitch. than when he got his Camry car phone in that bitch. My uncle had the one that was in the fucking YN bag. Remember that shit? The phone that strapped. We came across like this fucking seatbelt, and you carried that bitch like a fucking communications officer in the war. Carry that shit like the radio man in the war. Yeah, we ain't had no Wi-Fi back then. We had burners though. We had the burner phones though. That's when Boost Mobile came out with the chirp. Everybody could chirp at that point. Niggas was all but then then you had the fucking cell phone snobs. So that nigga got a Boost. He ain't got no Nextel. He got a Boost. Who anybody use no Boost Mobile? That shit used to be funny as a bitch. Niggas wasn't right about that shit. But niggas was in the game with that Boost Mobile though. Especially when Boost Mobile started giving out the same phones that Nextel was giving out. You ain't lying about that, Phil. You ain't lying about that. Take them fucking phones from the kids. Make them learn the good old-fashioned way. Maybe we can get some shit back on track. You know, maybe doing, I don't know. I'll say maybe doing lunchtime. Let them have their fucking phones at lunchtime so they can do whatever they're doing at lunchtime. Give them some kind of reprieve. But the minute they leave that fucking lunch from that bitch better be back in their pocket or back in their bag. Parents should make it a policy. Kids need them fucking jitterbugs. Remember the jitterbugs? Remember the jitterbug cell phones that they gave for the old people with the big fucking numbers and shit? The flip phone had the big fucking numbers on it. Get these kids fucking jitterbugs. Singular? I never had Singular. That was when Singular was before AT&T, right? Yeah, Singular was before AT&T. Before AT&T, it was Singular Wireless, something like that. But what was it before Singular? Was it Cellular One? What was it? Or did AT&T buy it back? But I remember Singular. That was back when everybody had the motherfucking Razor. He had no reception back then. Fucking Sauce went to school at a prison and shit. But yeah, these kids is losing their minds, man. Anyway. Donnie T asking for 30-day ceasefire in the war. What the fuck going on? Oh, there we go. Donnie T asking for a 30-day ceasefire in the war. I'm like, why are we asking for a 30-day ceasefire if we're so-called whooping ass? If we're whooping that ass so handily, if we're whooping ass so handily, Del South, why are we asking for a ceasefire for beating the shit out of them? I got questions about that. Because it sounds like if you ask for a 30-day ceasefire, it seems like you need a motherfucking timeout to regroup, is what it sounds like to me. Either you need a timeout to regroup, or you ask for a ceasefire hoping that some bullshit go off, some event happens, and that you can really justify your boots on the ground. You know what I mean? I gotta look more into it, but I'm like, 30-day ceasefire? And then he talking about we could probably take their oil. Like, how you gonna ask for a 30-day ceasefire and then turn around and then, like, fucking talk shit? This shit ain't ending no time soon, y'all. I'm just letting y'all know that. I'm hoping there's no draft. I thought I was out of the fucking woods. Apparently they moved the shit to 42 years old. I ain't even 42 yet. I'll be 42 in September out this bitch. And I still can be drafted. This shit's crazy. You got me going to that bitch acting like because you need to fucking regroup because they done fucked up 2 warships and they try to shit, and it's gonna take fucking 12 weeks to fix. I'm like, from a fucking laundry room fire, it's gonna take you 12 weeks to fix the boat? That sounds fucking suspicious. It sounds like they fucking sunk your battleship. And I think the Gerald Ford got some fucking battle damage. This shit ain't as easy as they thought it was gonna be. Then you got people talking about putting troops on that little island right there in the Straits. That's fucking retarded. Because now you just got a shooting gallery. It's a shooting gallery. Now you just gonna get all these people killed. Let's take that island, yeah, until they fucking drone that bitch. Boom! Blow all your fucking forces up. It's the dumbest solution I ever heard. Let's take that island. Yeah, okay. Until you start seeing little fucking paper planes fucking dropping with fucking C4 on it. Taking your whole your manpower the fuck out. You got every cell phone carrier. I bet Philly Greg had a fucking car phone. But guys, just keep your eye on this and don't listen to the propaganda, yo. Use your common sense. Use your common sense. Don't listen to the propaganda. I don't think we're winning this war as handily as they say we are. It seems like Iran might be holding their own pretty fucking well against us. And we jumping these niggas. So, like I said, when is Ramadan over? Easter is this fucking weekend. That's what I'm talking about, Josh. Easter's this weekend. What, Sunday? I hope nothing happened on Easter, man. Because you know all this shit like to pop off on the weekend. I thought some shit was going to jump off this weekend, but Easter Sunday's coming up, guys, so just keep your head on the swivel, man. I remember, like, I think it was the first year Trump was in office, there was that fucking Syrian gas attack on Easter in Syria. Responsible for that one. Oh, Ramadan already over? Like I said, yo, just keep your head on the swivel, yo. I don't know what the fuck about to go down. So, anyway. That's all I got for y'all. I'm about to go ahead, grab a little bit of something to eat because I ate no breakfast this morning. If you're new, hit that like, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification icon. It'll let you know when I got new content coming out. If you're over on Kick, hit that follow button, y'all. Give us the sub, guys. Sharing is caring, guys. Sharing is caring. Every little bit goes back into the channel. In the next few weeks, you should see my studio setup. Should be done. Hopefully, I'm just waiting for some stuff to come in. I'm gonna get rid of the green screen, even though I kind of like the green screen because they make it so easy. But anyway, until next time, it's Cannon Hotep saying be blessed, stay strapped, don't miss, and don't worry about tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow